Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today it is time to do my July haul revisit. I want to apologise if it's a little bit noisier than usual. It's a very windy day and also very rainy, so it's a bit loud. But for July I have 9 books left over, and most of which are YA, but I've got a couple here at the start which are adult and a middle grade. So starting off, I have a romance, of course. This is The Devil Who Tamed Her by Joanna Lindsey. I'm not sure about this one. I didn't actually buy this one. I got sent the wrong book. This was the one that arrived. I wasn't super interested in it, but I have heard some really good things about Joanna Lindsey, so I'm gonna give it a chance, but I'm not, like, if I don't enjoy this, I don't feel too bad because I didn't buy it. And then we'll go into the middle grade next, I guess. This is How to Make Friends with the Sea by Tanya Guerrero. Super excited about this one and then just didn't pick it up. I pre-ordered it and everything, and just like, oh my god, I'm so excited for it, and then it's out on my shelves for a year. So I would really like to read this one this month. I think it's a middle grade. They're usually reasonably quick to read. Could do with some of that. I'm sure I'm filming this weeks ahead, but I'm sure by July I'm going to need some quick reads. And then I have 2 adult books. This one here is Let It Rain Coffee by Angie Cruz. Sorry it doesn't have a cover or anything for you to look at. This was this is the last book of Angie Cruz's that I have to read. I loved Dominicana and Soledad, and yeah, this is the 3rd and final one at the moment, and yes, I'm nervous, but I also really want to read it. So now I'm pretty sure this one is adult fantasy and not YA, but don't quote me on that. But it is A Declaration of the Rights of Magicians by H.G. Parry. Again, I pre-ordered this, was so excited about it, was like, this is going to be one of my favourite books of the year. Didn't read it, obviously. It's kind of like an alternative French Revolution, but with magicians, and that sounds awesome to me. So this one is a little bit bigger, but should be an enjoyable read, I hope. And then we move on to the YA stack. There is very much a theme apart from this one. So this one is A Song of Grace and Ruin by Rosianna A. Brown. Everyone was so excited about this, and lots of people were talking about it, and I pre-ordered this one as well, and it's like stunning. It's got like gold foiling and everything, and then I just did not read it again. So again, this is a chunkier one. I am hopefully know by now that I'm moving in July, crossing fingers that that's happening, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time for this, but I would love to. If I do have time, I would love to read it. And then the rest of these are all YA contemporaries. I don't know if I was just like in a contemporary mood, or 2 of these were pre-orders. I don't really know. Anyway, I have You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I don't know why I haven't read this one yet. also because I've put it on several like TBRs and lists for posts and all sorts of things, but didn't read it. But that is definitely a goal for July. We have Our Year of Maybe by Rachel Lynn Solomon. So this is about two best friends named Sophie and Peter, and Sophie donates her kidney to him, kind of in the hope that it'll bring them closer, and I guess it kind of backfires. I'm excited for this one. This is part of a project where my best friend Angel picked a bunch of books for me to read at the start of this year, so I happen to own this one, so I do need to get to it. Why not this month? It's not too long, so it's a YA contemporary. Again, it should be a quickish read. Next up is The Weight of Zero by Karen Fortunetti. This is about a girl living with bipolar disorder, and it's, from what I've heard, it's good representation, so yes, we'll get to that one. This is a little bit chunkier, but again, YA contemporary, hoping it will be quick-ish, don't really know. And next up, this is When You Were Everything by Ashley Woodfolk. So this is kind of a story of like a best friend breakup. I have gone through a couple of those in my life, so I'm interested to see what this is like. I really enjoyed Ashley Woodfolk's first book, which is called The Beauty That Remains. That one made me ugly cry on a plane, so great memories of it. I'm sure this one's going to make me cry as well, but yeah, interested to read that hopefully this month. Again, it's a little bit of a chunker, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with hardcovers. Like, they look big, but I'm not used to reading hardcovers, so who knows how big they actually are. So here we are. That is the haul revisit for this month. I think these are some pretty exciting books. I think the last 2 months I've just had like a really interesting bunch of books to read, so thank you, Pastor Ellie, for buying these and reading some of them. And yes, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Really?